Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Improv Gaming, and let's just jump right into it. Today's episode...
I'm jumping.
You're jumping. Let's just... I can't stand that I can't get that phrase out of my mouth, all right?
I'm jumping?
No, let's just jump right into it. Anyway, today's topic is how to get back into video games. As you saw previously on Tuesday's episode...
Sounds like a Russian accent.
Yeah, something like that. We talked about how did you fall out of video games. Today we want to talk about how can we convince somebody to get back into video games. We kind of briefly touched on it. I want to delve more into it today. So Pete, give me some thoughts.
I'm going to take it from the significant other. You have a girlfriend, you have a wife. They want to really get a part of your life. You know, show them something that you know they could relate. A co-op game, something you guys could do together. One of my best examples is Portal.
Okay.
Portal has that great co-op, and I mean, it's something where it's a puzzle game. You both can figure it out. You know, it's something where it's like, oh, babe, what happens if we try this? And it's just a much better dynamic where it's like, okay, you hit this button, I'll do this. And it just brings people closer together. I mean, I don't expect somebody who hasn't been playing a game for very long, you know, to jump into a Horizon or For Honor, something that's a little, or Mass Effect, something that's going to overwhelm. It's like, hey, here's a story, here's side missions, here's this, make relations. It's too much. It's too much for a gamer who doesn't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
You have to gradually. It's like you can't walk before you crawl. You can't run before you walk.
Yeah.
Same principle. You have to have baby steps. You know, start with those 2 buttons, then move to 4, such and such. So I feel like you have to find that great game where you both can do, or something that it would interest them, where it's like, you know, here's a game I think you might like. You know, Rock Band, another great game.
Yeah.
You know, my family always, my dad was like, you know, he goes, I don't understand, like, your gaming. And he would watch from time to time, but it would be something where I would be playing Devil May Cry. Or Witcher, something where he's like, game looks gorgeous.
And he can't really keep track of what's going on.
Yeah, he can't, but he's just like, this looks like such an open world that I don't know what my son's doing. Clearly he knows, but not my, you know? Yeah. And then I would bring up, like, Rock Band or something, or me and him played Limbo together.
Okay, all right.
And it was something where I'm like, here, help me with these puzzles. And it was something that goes, all right, what happens if you do this? And we end up beating Limbo together. It was one of the few games me and my dad ever played together. And Rock Band, same thing. He would always be the drummer. He's like, I got jumps. I got this, you know. My sister would always be the mic. My mom would do the bass guitar. And we would just riff it. And it was a fun family party game. Same thing with Wii. We did it great with the Wii Bowling, Wii Boxing.
Yeah, that was absolutely phenomenal. I felt like everybody inside the house could catch the...
Yeah.
You know, I think the Wii was by far the best way to get somebody into gaming.
Yeah.
That was either interested or had lost interest.
And then,
yeah, like Just Dance, just doing with the whole family.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it just brings people that much more. And they see, like, the Wii, they're like, oh, this looks good. But to bring it on an Xbox or a PlayStation where these graphics, you know, some people, like we said, graphics matter to a lot of people. But to see and say, you know what, I can get behind this. I'm starting to learn the fundamentals. So then it could be like, you know what, you played Portal co-op? That's cool. You know what, babe, I'm going to play the single player.
What about the Switch? With the, the Switch with, what's that game? Not 1-2 Switch, the other one. The Arms.
Clips?
Arms?
Arms, yes.
Right? Is that what it's called? It's called Arms, right?
Yes, because Nintendo.
Yeah, because Nintendo. Because their arms stretch. But let's switch back. That seems like it might be a good homage to, like, the Wii environment where it's very simple controls. All you do is punch, you know. All you do is tilt to curve the punch. You know, there's nothing, like, crazy. Like, you bring up your hands to block and stuff like that. It seems like it might be simple enough where you might be able to get somebody back into gaming.
Well, another good one from the Nintendo Switch is if you go back a couple weeks to our Sunday live show here on the channel, we talked about snipper clips.
Okay.
It's getting launched with, well, it already launched as of seeing this video. And it has that puzzle atmosphere. I was talking. You have a pencil that drops down. You have to figure out how you're going to balance the pencil to bring it over to sharpen the pencil. And it becomes this puzzle where you and your co-op partner are trying to figure it out. So it gives that idea of, okay, babe, let's go this way. Or, come on, Dad, let's go this way and do this. And it just adds more. I think, and I truly believe this, I think Nintendo is the king at bringing
people together.
Yeah, it's a family-friendly thing. But then Nintendo also has that addictive gameplay where it's like, you know what? Like, look at Galaxy. Galaxy, you have the single player, and I'll touch this movie my last thing. you have Galaxy being a single player. You can have a second Wii remote to collect stars. So you can have your little 5-year-old niece or nephew, going and trying to get all the stars. Or you could be like, hey, mom, dad, brother, sister, I want to show you this cool game, and they see it and they're like, oh, I want to be part of it. Here, take the controller, Or even new Super Mario Brothers, take turns. You die, it's like, okay, you can try it, and just that back and forth, I think.
I feel like the best way to get somebody back into gaming is to do the old school approach, right? The old school one-player approach. We just switch off, right? First it's first player turn, first player dies, now it's second player's turn. That way, you kind of get the basic fundamentals of where we started as gamers, right? When you had 2 controllers plugged into the NES, the first player went, even though you were playing a 2-player game, the first player tried, they failed, and then now it was the second player's turn.
And now it's Luigi's turn.
And now it's Luigi's turn. And I think that that's a very simple way to kind of break it down on an easy platform. The problem that we have nowadays is when that happened back then, everybody started from square one and would have to retry the level. So everybody learned the same lessons. When I die in, let's say, Horizon Zero Dawn, second player doesn't get the tutorial lesson that I got.
Absolutely, yeah.
They don't, and it's much more advanced. Now, if we could get that simplicity back into the game, and I feel like indies might be the best way to
that's why like Limbo or Inside works, where you just move left to right and you jump. Yeah. Those are your 2 moves.
But even like Shovel Knight might be a good example of a spot to start where you get the back and forth, they get excited. It's a very basic kind of game. It's got a little bit of more complex controls than like, let's say, Super Mario Brothers, but it's still a fundamental side scroller or platform / side scroller action game. So you can get the fundamentals, and then that's where you can probably draw upon to get onto the more advanced games, I would say. Okay. Because they need to understand the controller before they understand the control scheme to the game. So when they're understanding the controller, I feel if a person is understanding the controller, that's when you play like 6 or 7 side scrollers / platformers. They get the understanding of the controller. They know where the buttons are. They're getting that second hand. That second, like me, I can play without looking at my controller. And I've had plenty of people in the past ask me, how do you do that? I used to play like this when I was like laying down on the couch. I used to just play like this, laying down on the couch, because I was comfortable. And they're like, how are you fucking playing like that? I know where the buttons are. But once you get that understanding of where the buttons are, all of a sudden the tutorial becomes a snap. Yeah. And I feel like
then you can move on to camera angles and stuff like that.
And I could say to them, right, if we're playing, let's say, Horizon Zero Dawn, I could say, right trigger is this, right shoulder button is this. And they'll understand that because they know where the buttons are now.
So now I'm going to just quickly, I saw early that you gave Nick a look. Elaborate, please, if you would.
Yeah, on Portal 2. A game I do have. Is it backwards compatible yet?
No.
I don't think so, right?
No, it's not.
Yeah, unfortunately.
The original Portal is, but not.
Not Portal 2. So Portal 2 is not backwards compatible, which means that we can't play it.
Well, I just feel like you should involve me a little bit more. I am the behind-the-scenes girl, and it'd be nice if you picked out a game for me.
Would you be so inclined if Nick or me and Nick discussed and said this would be the perfect game for Jem? Would you play it?
Oh yeah.
And try and see how you feel?
I think it's Horizon Zero Dawn, dude. I think if she's a huge Turok fan, I feel like Horizon Zero Dawn's gonna be where it's at.
So you should watch him.
I don't really watch him play.
Watch the Let's Play that's up on the channel.
Yeah, you could always watch that to see if you have a feel for it.
But I agree with you, going back from before, with getting people back into gaming is definitely Wii.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Nintendo does
Wii's gone, so I feel like the Switch is probably the predecessor that can do it.
Yeah. They have the 1-2 switch, which is going to be a great party game. And that might stir craziness for people coming out and be like, you know what? I wasn't a gamer, but you know what this is? Ooh, The Legend of Zelda. Let me see about that. And it just adds. And the price point, like I said, $300, very smart. And it's on the go. Like, the Switch has everything going for it. It's just everything Nintendo's doing. That's fucking retarded.
Yeah, Nintendo. Stop being fucking retarded.
I'm very...
Language.
I hate Nintendo.
What,
no, I don't hate Nintendo.
Or retarded?
Both. Yeah,
no offense to anybody that is actually incapable.
But,
handicap.
Oh.
No offense. That's not how we're saying retarded. We're saying retarded.
Right. I thought you meant like their penis was off or like their vagina was like closed up. And
that's incompetent, not incapable.
Well, they would be incapable of having...
Of something, but not incompetent.
All right, boys.
Impotent. That's impotent.
Oh, thank you.
Not incompetent.
Welcome to Sex on Gaming. Any questions?
No questions, but what else?
Yeah, well, how do you...
What
do you feel? What do you feel about, like... Because it's kind of difficult with you. Like you don't know what's out there for you to kind of, like, pick at. But what would be a game that, like, if they made a new Soul Calibur, would you be excited about that?
For sure.
Yeah? Would you be like, Nick, you have to get that game? So
I mean, I wish they came out with like a Bloody Roar.
So do I. I think we all kind of wish that they came out with
That
a Bloody
was
Roar.
that was my jam.
That was like the shit.
Well,
yeah.
let me ask you this. Do you want a good story? Do you want it to be more puzzle? Do you want it a little bit more action? Do you want it like a mystery? You want to make your own decisions? What would you think?
Too many options.
Yeah. But what would you be interested? Would you like to hear a great story, but you would have to play a little bit more action and first person type thing, or would you want it where?
I mean, I'll try out this game that you're gonna be playing tonight.
Yeah.
Or that you played. If it's anything like Turok, I mean.
It's Turok with robot dinosaurs.
It's Turok with bow and arrow and robot dinosaurs. That's what it is.
Have you guys ever played
Yes.
Yeah, oh, I know you guys played it. I know, but like,
I can't wait for her to see the collector's edition. I think she might lose her shit. Are you gonna be here tomorrow, Wednesday, on a sidebar? Hi, we're still doing a show.
Yes.
What game were you thinking about?
Wait, have you guys ever played like Super Smash Brothers on the Wii?
Yes.
Absolutely.
What'd you guys think about it?
The Wii version?
Yeah.
Not the greatest.
Not the greatest. The Wii U version? Yeah,
Pretty
not
good.
Bad, not bad.
Pretty good. I enjoyed the original very much.
Melee, not my favorite. Sorry. But I think Wii U had the great cast of characters. I think the Final Smash was great.
It was weird on the Wii getting adjusted.
Yeah, that's what I was like thinking. I was like,
it was a little weird trying to get adjusted to that whole schematic. And then when you put the nunchuck on there, it became 10 times weirder. I was like, why even add the nunchuck? This became like much more difficult than it needs to be.
The only thing I loved about the nunchuck and the joystick was boxing. Right?
Yeah, that was it.
Boom, boom.
That was it.
That was it. That was my
All I played was tennis.
That was my jam.
I would play tennis because I would whoop everybody's ass.
I could see you just running back and forth.
I would absolutely just whoop everybody's ass, like, cause I curved all the balls, and then stop curving the ball, like, sorry that I'm good at it and you're not.
yeah, my sister got Yoshi and Super Smash Brothers on the Wii.
Okay. Yoshi's Woolly, not
Woolly World. That was
it would be
Yoshi's Island.
No,
that was.
Are you sure it was not Kirby's Epic Yarn?
No, it was Yoshi.
You
Like.
heard it here how Yoshi sounds.
I think we have a new sound effect for the show.
I'm pretty on point. But yeah, it was just like way too weird, but it was nice. Like, my brother got into it, my sister, and we're all just like playing Super Smash Brothers. So that's why I agreed with you before.
If one thing we can officially say, the best thing to do is get a Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo. Yeah. If you want to get somebody back into gaming, I think the consensus at this table is get a Nintendo.
Unless you're Jen and like dinosaurs, then Horizon Zero Dawn.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. Allow me to introduce Mr. I'm Wondering himself, the host with the most, with the fedora cap in tow. It's Mr. Peter Anderson.
What's going on, guys?
Our special guest this week.
And the love of your life.
And the love of my life. She's got the best curls in the business. I'm so sorry, Peter. I mean, Jennifer Figueroa.
The secret manager.
The secret manager behind the scenes. Every time we're asking and looking behind the scenes, that's who we're looking at to make sure we're doing things right over here.
And then she shakes her head. And this beautiful fucking bastard right in front of me. He is my Puerto Rican pride parade.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
You are my Puerto Rican.
Papi Chulo.
Papi Chulo. Yeah, the assist. He also has the best ponytail in the business.
It's fabulous.
It's goddamn fabulous. It's Mr. Nicholas De Jesus.
How's it going tonight, everybody? If you like what you saw, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Be sure to share our beautiful faces with your beautiful friends. Check out our Sunday live show. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat.
At the end of the video, you can snap the code.
Snap the code at the end of the video. And as always...
Dramatic pause.
Game on!